Good morning, Cancers. Welcome to Tarot with Kat. I'm Kat. This is Wednesday, September 24th, and this is going to be your reading for September 24th through October 1st. Every Wednesday morning, I do readings for all the water and air signs, and then every Monday morning, I do readings for all the fire and earth signs. So I really hope you enjoy this. I hope you hit the like button, subscribe button, and yeah, if at any time this reading rings true to you, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. I write back to everyone, and so I look forward to hearing from you. And thank you so much for visiting my channel. It is a new channel. I just opened this September, though I've been doing tarot for decades. So it's been, cosmically, astrologically speaking, this September has been a very crazy month with 2 eclipses. In the month of September, we had our lunar eclipse on the 7th, and then we're just coming out of the final eclipse of the year, which is the 21st, the solar eclipse of the 21st. But besides the eclipses, planetarily, there's just a lot going on that have caused major shifts and changes for everyone. And so the readings have been pretty intense. Yes, it's been crazy. So Cancer, you really love safety and stability. So you might be feeling a little off right now. You might have in the last week had things that really made you want to run the other way because of what's been going on planetarily speaking. You're probably feeling really introspective right now, Cancer, knowing you, and pretty emotionally attuned. This week for you is going to favor conversations, especially with family and friends. So that's going to be a focus for you, conversations with family and friends. Your creative energy is strong. What else? You should because of that creative energy, lean into your music, your writing, your art, your, whatever your passions are, anything that helps you express your inner world and your creativity. So don't shy away from these necessary changes, even though Cancers, you crave comfort and stability. Just don't shy away from that. Trust your instincts. And yeah, that's what you should be doing as we get through this powerful planetary season. So let's see what the tarot has to say for you, shall we? All right, this is the reading for Cancer for the week of September 24th through October 1st. In the description section of my video, I put a link to the tarot decks that I use if you're curious about them. This is you this week, Cancer. You're coming up as a Page of Wands this week. And let's see what else we have for you in your spread. By the way, I meditated over these and shuffled them before I started the video. And so let us see what else we have. Coming up as crossing you is your awareness obstacle challenge is the 7 of Swords. By the way, we are going to be doing right here, since this is a general reading, since right now my channel is just starting out, I'm just getting it going, I'm keeping it simple. I'm doing general readings Mondays and Wednesdays using a traditional Celtic cross spread. There are many different spreads in tarot depending on your purposes, your question, and how much time you have and how detailed you want to get. I really hope to build up my subscribership so that I can do more in-depth readings. So please do think about hitting that subscribe button, and it would be so appreciated. Okay, coming up as you down here in your subconscious, what you're bringing with you, an Ace of Cups. That's beautiful to have down there in your subconscious tool shed, but that's so Cancer, in tune with your emotions and your feelings, and just really, yeah, that's you. And coming out of the recent past, you're looking at the High Priestess stepping out of your immediate past this week, Cancer. Crowning you in your ideal is a 6 of Cups, more cups, family, nostalgia, very so Cancer. This is such a Cancer reading. And then stepping into your immediate future, Cancer, is the 8 of Cups. So we're getting all these cups. You are a wand and you're crossed by some swords, but everything else is coming up cups and the High Priestess. Interesting. Okay, so then you and your environment this week, Cancer. Oh, so this deck is the Centennial Smith Waite deck. They put the artist, Pamela Coleman Smith Pixie, her name on the deck finally after 100 years. But as part of the centennial, they put bonus artwork. This is just another piece of bonus artwork by Pamela Colman Smith. It looks like the lovers. It's two lovers with a bunch of fish flying around in the sky. So fish stand for creativity in the tarot and everything. So they symbolize creativity. So like I said, this for you, Cancer, is your time to be creative. This week, that's what that is for you. And so it's really cool when that pops out. That's Pixie saying hello, Cancer, yes, tune in. To me, that's like a bonus confirmation card for us for this reading. So they don't always pop out. There's a couple of them in here and they don't always pop out. So down here in your environment, Cancer, this week, you're feeling an 8 of Pentacles. So I'm sorry, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Then your environment is going to be giving you another 7 of Cups. Interesting. All right. 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 8 of Cups, an Ace of Cups in your subconscious. All right. Hopes and fears section, Justice. Our 11th major arcana. All right, Justice. And then the final outcome, I knew it was going to be another major arcana. I don't know how I knew that, but I knew that. It's the Moon in the final outcome this week, our 18th major arcana, the Moon card. Wow. What another great spread, Cancer. Very much jiving with what I thought I'd see for you. So I also like to pull one more card. These are my holographic Rider-Waite cards. And I, again, put a link to these decks down in the comment section on this video. So if you just tap more, you'll see the full comments. Also, I've started putting in the comments for some of my relatives who and friends, scripture, related scripture, how this links, because it really does support scripture and what God has designed for us, if that's your terminology that you use. Anyway, we're going to pull one, and there it is. That card is going to be our confirmation. We're going to keep that hidden until the end of the reading, and it will further clarify this reading or confirm what we've been saying during this reading. So if at any time during the reading you think you're like, oh my gosh, I know exactly what this is. Yes, that is me. That's what I'm going through. And that card must have something to do with, go ahead and put that in the comment section below. All right. So Cancer, this week you're being presented as a Page of Wands. So this is you this week. This is the Querent. And pages they're like apprentices. They're venturing out. They are a court card. So they're not unaccomplished. They are accomplished, but they're kind of at the beginning of their career still, of their professional career. Wands have to do with, it's a fire sign. It has to do with following your passions and your desires and creativity and your, when I say passions, I mean all those things that, not your emotions, not your feet, not cups, but I mean the pursuits that you enjoy, your hobbies, travel. So maybe you're traveling. Maybe you've been traveling. Maybe you're looking into this week because you're focused on your creativity. You're like, maybe you are feeling more like this Page of Wands. You might not be a young adult like the page, a teen or a young adult like pages often are, but you might have that, you would have that energy of feeling that way, feeling like you're just starting out in that. Also could be that you're a fire sign. I'm sorry, you are a water sign, but this represents fire. So it depends on your planets, where you could be a Cancer with a fire sign rising, for example. So I am a fire sign. I'm Sagittarius with Cancer rising is my sign. So I don't know if you know your rising sign. That's a wonderful thing to look up sometime. If you know but you do need your exact year, date, time, and location that you were born to know your exact rising signs and everything. So this card is representing you this week. You're being crossed this week by this Seven of Swords card. So look out, the Seven's about. So he's sneaking off with 5 of the 7 swords. This has to do with being careful, being strategic, watching your back, being careful if you're signing any kinds of contracts, deals, read the fine print, and look out for that. That's coming up as your obstacle this week, Cancer. You yourself, though, you're bringing in your subconscious toolshed, what you have as part of you, in your subconscious is this Ace of Cups. Just overflowing love, emotion. You're in touch with your emotions. You're caring. You're emotionally attuned. And I think I said that at the beginning of this reading, that this week you're especially emotionally attuned and introspective this week. So that is you in your subconscious this week. In your immediate past this week, you've had the High Priestess. She represents, so she's our second major arcana. She's the second person the Fool meets on the Fool's journey. And she represents hidden knowledge, spirituality, intuition, following your intuition, things that were hidden, revealed. Maybe recently you found out some information that had been hidden from you in the recent past. That's what's showing up in this position of your recent past. In your position of your hopes, in your ideal, what crowns you, Cancer, and this is a very Cancer thing, this Six of Cups. This is the card of a happy home life and family life, connection with family and extended family, reunions, family reunions, old friendships, rekindling old relationships, generational love and connection is what's crowning you, Cancer. Generational love and connection, like father, son to father, mother, daughter, mother, father, grandparents, connection for you, crowning you this week. So I think I also said that it's going to be this week for you is favoring conversations, especially with friends and family this week. At the beginning I said that, and so that's crowning you in your ideal. You're going to be stepping into, in your very immediate future, an Eight of Cups situation. This has to do with making hard decisions, turning your back on things that were used to be very fulfilling, that are no longer fulfilling you, and taking the strength it takes to walk away from those things because you have ideas for something better. You're feeling like this Page of Wands. You want to follow your passions and maybe do something new, and still also make sure you're having that family connection. So you're going to have to walk away from some. Often the Eight of Cups is also representing walking away from addictions. So this cup, if it's in your immediate future, you could be dealing with an addiction. It could be a chemical addiction, alcohol addiction, or a relationship addiction, toxic relationship addiction, and the strength to walk away from it. It often means that. So I don't know if that applies to you or not, Cancer. You and your environment this week are going to feel a Seven of Pentacles. So you're working on this thing, whatever venture you're doing, or whatever you're doing in your job, in your life, you're reaping some rewards from it. You're seeing it and you're reaping it, but you're still having to keep moving forward. You know that there's more. You know that this isn't all the harvest there is. He's kind of standing there looking at it going, okay, this is nice, but how can I increase this? How can I increase this even more? So that's what you're going to be feeling, Cancer, in your environment. And we have another Seven, though, in your environment. So you're feeling like you want to increase your wealth, your material well-being, your earthly security and well-being. And your environment is giving you this Seven of Cups. So all these options, and maybe not knowing which one to choose. Be careful. This can be analysis paralysis. This could be, I have so many things that I could do, and they're all equally good that I don't know which to choose, and I'm afraid of making the wrong choice. So that could be, since that's how you're feeling in your environment. So your environment's going to give you lots and lots of options and opportunities. And you're going to be feeling like, yes, I want to do something more. But what? And so you are hoping, I believe, I don't know, hoping or fearing the Justice card, our 11th major arcana. So Justice brings a balancing out of things so that you can move forward and grow and do better. So I'm trying to decide. So if you're being crossed, I think this is your hope. I think if you're dealing with some people trying to put one over on you, or contracts where they're not being fair and you're not getting dealt with fairly, if that's your cross, your hope is for justice. I think you'll get it. I think you'll get it in whatever that situation is. The final outcome, though, at the end, the final outcome this week will be the moon, which is another major arcana, and it's often a difficult one to deal with, especially for cancers. Because cancers, if you sense something that you don't know or you can't trust, you want to run the other way and go. The moon is paths unknown. So I hope this doesn't mean more of this analysis paralysis, not knowing what to choose, but it's paths unknown. Interesting. 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups. Okay, so it's mysterious things. It's feeling like there's stuff that's being hidden from you. So I feel like you're going to be moving out of this week and in a situation where like you're wanting to do things and you're confused because things are being hidden from you and you just don't know what lies ahead. And that can be really scary, especially for Cancer, for their personal disposition. It can be especially scary. So gosh, Cancers, I wonder what our confirmation card or clarification card would be. It could be further advice on how to cope with this, scary moon that you're going into, and making sure how not to get stuck in analysis paralysis. I think it has more to do with trusting your intuition and your creativity. So I wouldn't be at all surprised if we didn't see some water, some intuitive water cards, or perhaps some wands, the work you have to do to get through this. I'm so curious as to see what this confirmation cards. If you think you know what it is, please put your comment in the comment section below. Let's find out. Look at that. It's you. It's the 7 of Pentacles. Lately, this has been happening. Like, it's just confirmation. Yeah, that's you. Feeling like that 7 of, yes, you want to make this grow. It's working and you're growing it. Whatever it is, whatever this thing is, you're working on it, growing it. You got to have that strength to get over whatever that addictive thing is. I know you will. Whoever's crossing you is going to come to justice. Don't be scared. Don't be scared if you don't immediately see. You're coming out of the High Priestess. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition this week. That's what you got to do. So do some meditative things to help with that. Small meditations are so helpful to me for that kind of thing. When I'm not sure what the right thing is, setting my intention and just surrendering it to the universe or God is very helpful. Surrendering things to God when you don't know the right way to go, Cancer. All right, I really hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit the like button right now and hit subscribe. Tap that lotus right there for me to subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment in the comments section. I promise to write back. I hope to see you next week, Cancer. Take care.